A team of EAWAG researchers studies lakes and streams of the high Alps. These ecosystems support a surprising diversity of plants, animals, and other living things, together called the aquatic biota. The biota of alpine waters can be sensitive indicators of environmental change, and consistent monitoring over many years can help us to understand what changes are occurring.
We had one project on the Macun Lakes area, which has been annexed to the national park back in 2001, 2002. And there we're using this area as a long-term monitoring site for alpine waters. So we have various research groups that look at the fishes, look at the ponds, the biota in the ponds. And our group is looking at the rivers and streams in this Macun Lakes area and how they've been changing or if they change over time. So we've been going in every year in midsummer and taking samples in our various study sites.
Just below the surface of this stream is a complex web of biological interactions, starting with the organisms that we call primary producers, those that use sunlight to convert carbon dioxide into food for themselves and other organisms. Bacteria are microscopic biota found in the water and the surrounding soils. The team studies these bacteria to analyze their amazing diversity of ecological functions, which includes primary production. Algae also are primary producers, and they are common on the rocks of alpine streams because there's little shade to block the sunlight, their energy source. The amount and type of algae in a stream can be an important indicator of local environmental conditions. Among the organisms that consume the algae and bacteria are insects and other invertebrates that live on the stream bottom. They are easily collected by disturbing the substrate and capturing the released animals in a downstream net.
Vegetation. And so as the water moves through this area into the stream, it will pick up, as the water moves through it, will pick up different types of carbon. And by looking at the water in the wells, we see that carbon signature, and we can see how it affects the bacteria that grow in different places.
After a year of living and growing in the water, insects emerge from the stream as flying adults, which the research team also studies. These flying insects can be important sources of food for terrestrial animals such as birds and spiders, but many stream insects, like this caddisfly, remain near the stream to mate, lay aquatic eggs, and complete their life cycles by returning their own carbon, energy, and nutrients back into the stream ecosystem.
And so by measuring dissolved oxygen through a 24-hour daylight darkness period gives you an idea of how productive or unproductive the stream is. So with a lot of moss and algae covering the rocks like this, it's all good. That means this particular section of stream will be quite productive. It's what we'd call probably autotrophic, meaning there's a lot of primary production going on in the stream. And it supports a lot of aquatic insects, potentially fish, other organisms that live in the stream.
Because this has many nutrients in it.
Okay.
This dead hedgehog. And now it can go into the stream and feed the algae and the whole food web.
An important part of ecological research is careful methodology that can be repeated by many different researchers, and good record keeping so that all information can be shared. In a changing world with increasing human impacts, alpine waters face many challenges. Understanding how these systems work can help us make good management decisions.
The project is based on the Nishul, which is the river that flows from Lavino Reservoir down through the national park. And there we've been implementing a artificial flood program or experimental flood program to try and improve the biological integrity of the river system itself. And that has had dramatic effects on the river system by incorporating these floods into the flow regime of that river and helping it change into what we consider a better ecological state.